Hey guys, this is my first Facebook Live and I'm waiting for Bobby Capuccio to join me, and I hope he's here soon. And if anyone can tell me that they actually see me, because I've never done this live, that would be great. I see Bobby, no, that was not Bobby. Someone's there. I hope I see him soon. Hi Rory, nice to see you. Oh, this is fun. So anyway, I'm going to start and hopefully we get Bobby in on this conversation. Hi Larry. So anyway, hi Bob, fitness trainer, yay, awesome. So guys, hi Tim, this is amazing. Thanks for being, hi Kelly, yay, so much fun. Oh, I'm going to get used to this. Hi Josh. Hi Patrick. Okay, thanks guys for being here. This is really, really fun. Hi Brian. So here we are, and it's 2018. So many people are stressed and trying their best to stay healthy, keep those healthy habits going that they started in the new year. Every year it's the same. We try to keep those goals going, and sometimes they just fall into the tank really way too soon. So my way of looking at things, and has been for decades, and I've kind of honed in on what really works for me and has for clients over the years. And I'm going back to my roots, by the way, not my brunette roots, but my roots of fitness and training people again at the NAC. So you can see me there and sign up and I'll train you. Little shameless plug. What works for me and for clients is to do things realistically and take little steps toward those goals, and not have these full-blown crazy goals, you know, size 2 jeans when you're a size 16. It's not healthy, it's not you. You go for things that are going to make you feel good inwardly and outwardly and lead to just a healthy life long term. Because hey, it's fun to look great for a party and get the great shot at a party and a picture. But these days, you know, everyone's on some crazy diet, and we see friends who get really whittled down and skinny and they're so thrilled, and a few months later they're back to where they were or even worse. So there are little steps and little tricks and little tips that I can give you, and Bobby can too if I get him on here. I'm trying to. And he's a fitness guru, so I'd love him to be here with me. But some things that have helped me personally, as I was saying at the beginning of this, is just being realistic. So you can't just say, I want to lose 10 pounds in 2 weeks. Yes, you actually could lose those 10 pounds, and as most of us know, most of that is water weight. You're going to lose hard-earned muscle along the way as well, and it's just not healthy. So I've learned, and it's very liberating to learn as we get older, I'd rather feel a little bit bloated, a little bit bigger than I want to be at some party, at some event, at something that was my goal, to be a certain size for something. I'd rather feel that I wasn't at this unrealistic weight, per se, and be healthy and have the energy to have a fun time and dance and enjoy my friends and that outing, rather than be skinny and not feeling so well and be starving. That's not the way to do it. So one way to do that is, let's start with exercise, is to take some chunk of time that you can realistically set aside a few days a week to start with, and get that cardio in and get a little weight training in, and just start there. Don't say I'm going to get up at 5 in the morning if you're not an early riser. You're just going to set yourself up for a failure. So pick a time that you really enjoy. Guys, hi everybody. Hi Margarita, hi Andrea. Pick a really realistic time for you to start. And that's where you're going to start reaching your goals. And just say, hey, if I'm a 5 in the morning person, and I really am, then I'm going to be down here doing my peloton. But the thing is, I'm really not. I'd rather be doing my peloton maybe 9, maybe 10, get the girls off to school, and if I have time, come back and do that. That for me works. And maybe only like 20 minutes, but that's going to rev up my system, that's going to get me going. That's going to make me crave healthy food, which, by the way, you crave more when you're working out and you're exercising. Those sugar cravings diminish quickly. So realistic goals, and just a chunk of time that you really can devote to starting yourself off in a realistic way. No big heavy weights to start with, of course. No running 3 miles. If you're not a runner, that's okay. I'm an awful runner. It's not my forte. I'm a really slow runner, and I've never been able to really break 3-4 miles of true running. So I've got to do a run walk. And there's no shame in that. It's a great form of exercise. I always break a sweat. I feel really, really energized after, and I find myself wanting to do weights, and it just, you know, it's a snowball effect, a good one. On the other side, the antithesis of that is giving up because, let's say, you worked out once and you didn't like that workout, or you missed a workout and you said, oh, you know what, I'm a failure, I didn't do what I set out to do. That can snowball so easily, especially for new people working out. So don't let that happen to you. Be easy on yourself. Life is stressful. We have a lot going on. We have kids, we have relatives, we are taking care of our older relatives, our family, our parents. We have a lot of obligations. The first one should be you. For moms and dads, for single parents, I know a lot of us tend to put ourselves last. I know for me, I prioritize my kids see the doctor, everyone's at the doctor, the dentist, everything is taken care of, and then me. And once in a while, I'll have a girlfriend, usually a girlfriend, saying, did you have that test? Did you get your mammogram? Did you have your full checkup? And I'm like, no, I didn't, you're right. So please take care of those things first before you set out on a program, and then start your way doing that. So little things can get in the way as you begin your program, whatever that program entails. For me, as my friends know, and unfortunately you're finding out now, I've had a lingering cough. So I had a bad cold, a cough, turned into maybe a sinus infection. I'm on an antibiotic that's making me lethargic, and frankly, I just don't feel like myself. So it's taking me a lot to just function normally. And that stressor, it has been rough on me because I have to do all the things for my family and then do everything that has to be done in my world, right, in my life. But I'm finding that if I just make myself, because it's just a lingering cough, do a little bit of exercise that I normally would do, it's revving me up, it's giving me that natural energy. My one bad addiction is coffee, and I have a lot of coffee. But today I thought, you know, I'm gonna have a little less coffee and make sure I get on the peloton, rev up and do that. So I believe you need to kind of push yourself when you're feeling a little down, but you know it's not gonna hurt yourself to just push a little bit and break a sweat. I also believe in positive reinforcement. I'm really not a fan of negative reinforcement for kids or adults. So I know some people will disagree with that and say, oh, I think taking away things from kids works. I don't believe that, and I'll tell you why. Does it work for you to take away something from yourself? Do you ever hear friends say, well, I'm not allowing myself to go on a trip, or I'm not allowing myself to get that pair of shoes if I don't do this? No. But you do hear, I'm going to get that pair of shoes if I get to this goal. I'm going to go on that trip if I get here. So I'm a big believer in frequent and fun positive reinforcement. So those little goals that you attain, hi Robert, hi Jonathan, those little goals that you attain are really, really going to push you, and you need to push yourself with little treats. And it can be a big treat, it can be a little treat. You decide whatever is reasonable for you. But I would make sure that you don't get something, obviously, that isn't going to resonate with you long term. Meaning, I've found that some clients in the past, I've recalled several times where people have gotten things like a small dress. And that can turn on you, because let's say you get that small dress and you never reach that goal where you would be wearing that dress. That's a downer, then that's a constant reminder that you didn't attain something. Or you attain it and then you can't wear it because you've gained some weight. So get something that might be a long-term fun thing to have. I suggest to girls who are really girly and like clothing, wardrobe, get a pair of shoes. Because regardless of what goes on with your weight and your fitness goals, those shoes are going to fit, I'm pretty sure. And then you've got that treat for you, and it's a reminder in a good way of what you've accomplished and what you can set up to do again. So I'm gonna start with I'm still waiting for Robert. I think this might be doing this on my own tonight. Oh well, I see Bobby is here. Hi Bobby, I'm trying to get you on. Hi John. So let's start with some nutritional little tips that I have for you tonight. So I was thinking, what do I do without even thinking of it instinctively that I've done for decades and that have worked for clients? first of all, the refrigerator. And next week I'm gonna take you to my kitchen and go through my little humble kitchen and what I do that really works for me and for my family. So one thing is put those healthy, fresh foods at the forefront. Primarily like vegetables, cut up, ready to go. So you're not, when you're in that kind of automatic mode, I wanna munch on something, you're gonna reach for cut up cucumbers or celery sticks, something along those lines. And you'll find your kids will follow suit. They will have what's available. They're not gonna be eating Doritos, which is my little snack of choice, if they're not there. And I'm not gonna eat them if they're not there. Which brings us to going to the grocery store. And I've had clients in the past that I've actually taken to the store because the store can be such an evil place. They really know how to market things. And they will have the, I'm sure you all know, on the outskirts are all the healthy foods. And in those aisles, we find all the snackables that are so bad for you. But in moderation are okay. And I'm really a big believer in that moderation. So enjoy your Doritos, just not every night. So what I would say with a grocery store shopping list is please stick to the list as much as you can. Go when you're not starving, of course. Set up your pantry and refrigerator so it's really pleasing to look at all of the good food. And then you can have your snacks that you don't want to have every day in the back. You don't see them, you're not going to think of them first. And you don't even want to think of them second. So have them way back or down below like they do at the grocery store. They put things that they want you to get at eye level. So put the things that you don't want to see right away below or high above, hard to reach. I like to put, I have a sucking candy for my cough, but sugar-free drops like sucking candies or sugar-free Trident gum, I like to put in areas where normally I would look for a snackable, and I'm gonna grab that gum first. And that usually will take away that edge of just wanting to chew on something. So that's another good tip for you. I have lots of tips I'm gonna give you over coming Facebook Lives and other things I do, blogging. But those are a few nutritional ones. Exercise ones, let's go back there. I want to say something about exercise equipment. A lot of people ask me about their home equipment, how to set it up, how to have a haven at home, as I call it, for your equipment. And everyone has a different ability at their home. Some people have mansions and they can have a whole wing for their workout room. Other people do not. I don't, and I've never really desired to have that. You have a little corner, you're good to go. Just get the equipment you need, set it up in a really pleasing way, good lighting, a nice mirror, things that get you all positive vibe, like really, really stoked to go. Some really inspirational quotes maybe that you can put on the wall, and you're great. But if your stuff is in the basement the way mine currently is, I tend to forget about it. My Peloton is not visible the way it was at my former home. So it's in the basement, and I forget. And my bike that I'm looking at now, my treadmill, are all in the basement. And it's a lovely basement, but I forget about it. So I've decided what I'm going to do, that I've told people in the past to do, but I never really did, was take a picture of me on my equipment and stick it on the refrigerator, stick it where I can see it, in my room, my bedroom, wherever. Oh, yeah, right, I have that bike. Hi, Ron, hi, Todd, and hi, Laura, and make sure, hi, Eric, make sure that you are gonna pass by those pictures. Make sure it's a place that you frequent, and you're gonna go, oh, right, I have a workout room, duh. I'm gonna go down there and check out my workout room and actually use it. So those little tips add up, they're gonna help you, and you're gonna find that these little changes will accumulate, and your little goals will accumulate. And when you have a failure, please don't see it as a failure. We all tend to do that. We're all hard on ourselves. So many of us are perfectionists, and the minute you let that go, and I really think that aging is a blessing. I am happier today with myself and with my goals and what I accomplish now than I ever was. And there's a perspective that comes with age, and there is a wisdom that comes with age about what's realistic and what really matters. And what really matters is not being this, whatever perfect is to you. Whatever it's been your whole life that you perceive as perfect, let it go. Please let it go. You're wasting your time, you're wasting your effort, and you're also a better role model for your kids, especially girls who have it so tough with weight issues, and boys do too, by the way, nowadays. But it is good to see your mom just not talking about her weight, just being happy with herself. That's a great, great visual and a great image for your girls primarily to see. So my weight can fluctuate. I've had times when I have a little tummy that sticks out and I kind of look like I'm pregnant. I had times that I look quite thin, and I'm honestly, yes, I'm happier with the look aesthetically when I'm thinner. But there's nothing wrong with when I'm a little, I don't know, there's something fun about just being a little softer look too. So I really think that it's more about energy for me at this point. There were days years ago I would really eat nothing before a party if I wanted to look good and I wanted to fit into something that was particularly for that event. And I can tell you, being starving doesn't feel good. And then if you, God forbid, have a drink, and I'm such a lightweight and not a drinker, I'll drink socially in an event and people laugh at me because I have one drink that I'm working on the whole night. But that one drink will feel really horrible if you've had an empty stomach all day. So eat reasonably. Have a little, if you don't want to eat much and you want to save it for the event, just nibble all day. Have something so that you can enjoy yourself and really remember that event rather than your stomach grumbling. I have a couple of items on the side here that I want to show you, little things that help me, little products. So here's a shout out to my friend Stephanie Cudney. By the way, go to Avon with Stephanie. She is a doll, and she's hooked me up with some of the cutest, most fun products. This is a grapefruit candle that I got from Avon from Stephanie. And grapefruit, apparently the fragrance of grapefruit, hi John, is supposed to bring that energy level up right away. I really believe in fragrance and it giving you moods immediately, just like so many other things where we are sentient beings, so we respond to these things. And grapefruit apparently, hi Steph, I love you too. So grapefruit really helps. And my Peloton family, I had heard about grapefruit candles, and people were burning these really expensive candles, $40 candles, $60 candles, and how they help you and they make you just want to really get to your PR right away on your next ride. That's a personal record on Peloton. And I had purchased one from Nest for, I think it was $40, and I felt so silly spending so much on this candle that I barely smelled it all. I got this one from Avon. It smells unbelievable, and I've used it on one ride. I intend to use it a lot on my rides. Another product that I love is this facial mist. So this I picked up, I think, at TJ Maxx, and I think the price is still, I don't know, it's a few dollars. And this stuff just kind of wakes you up. So when I'm trying to get off coffee, I will try anything to withdraw from my one addiction of coffee. And this little mist really does it for me. That's another thing. One other thing is I get a lot of questions from people about what I'm using on my lips. And by the way, they are God-given because people have asked me, one person very nastily said, oh, I know your lips aren't real, but honey, yeah, it's DNA. But to help them along, there is this Pillow Plump, love this. Love this Mally brand, which I think is by a local woman. I think it's her, somebody told me that it's her brand, so I love that. This, again, shout out to Stephanie. So this is a Mark Lippy that I love from Avon. And then this is Sexy Mother Pucker. This is my all-time favorite. So it tingles, it feels good, it's amazing. Hi, James. Really fun stuff. So those are just some fun products that you're saying, what? That's not exercise or nutrition. No, it's fun. They're treats. They're ways of treating yourself along the way as you progress and meet your goals and want to feel good and look good. So those are some things there. I also like to have lots of journals. So this one has schmutz on it, but something I'm a big believer in the power of words. So I have them on my shirt. You can't see it. It says Crush It. I'm Aqua Crush on Peloton. This is Something Wonderful's on the Horizon. So just things that resonate with you. I'm also a huge addict of coffee and magazines. So if you see me at the grocery store, I'm picking up Starbucks and magazines. So Success Magazine, fantastic. No matter what you're into, it's a huge way of just saying, I'm gonna rock it. Whatever you're doing, business-wise, you could be working out on your recumbent bike and reading this and feeling like, you know what? I'm gonna do something amazing here, now, and the rest of the day. So those are big tips for me that work for me. This little thing that is empty now, because I emptied it out because I reached my goal. This is Cloud 9 Feeling Fine. And what I do with this is I fill it up with little pieces of paper that say what goal I reached, workout-wise. So I filled it up, and then I emptied it, and I got myself a treat. I won't say what it was, but it was clothing related, and that works for me. Stephanie, you're so sweet. She's the best. Anyway, yes, Stephanie, yay, Avon. So I'm gonna go back. I want to shift again to nutrition because I know people are asking about nutrition on my Facebook. I got private messages about that and asking if I could touch base on some tips with nutrition. So I covered a few. Please, as I'm reading the comments, which I wasn't sure I'd be able to, please let me know of anything you want me to cover nutrition or exercise-wise now or down the road. I'd love to. Hi, Bobby. Yeah, we'll do it again. I don't think we're going to get on here together. So with nutrition, I miss you, Bobby. Anyway, with nutrition, there are lots and lots of tips. It's kind of endless and really fun. I'm a big foodie. I love cooking. A lot of you guys probably know that. But I like things to be simple. I'm not sure I'm that great at cook. I just have a lot of recipes that I've done forever that I've kind of perfected, and I know how to kind of throw things in and do it by eye. But I would just say go with things that are fresh, things that are in season, things that are good, things that make you happy. I need low salt. That is a thing in my family, and I'm working on that. It's been very hard for me because I like spicy food, so I'm trying to make my things low sodium, but that's been a tough one. Sugar also, when I was pregnant 4 times, I had gestational diabetes, and that runs in my family as well. So I'm very careful with sugar, and I'm trying harder and harder to be so, but I don't have much of a sweet tooth, so a little bit with me goes a long way. But some ways of kind of playing around with that and cheating with the sugar and the salt. For sugar, I like to freeze bananas, so I will have like half a frozen banana and maybe put it in the blender, and it feels like I'm having ice cream. So that's a little tip there. With the sodium, that's a tough one. But what I generally would say is I take really, really great spices that are fresh and seasonings and herbs. And that makes it so tasty. Your food will just come alive without that salt. So it's been tough for me, but I play around with it. Cumin is something I like instead of the salt. That will help me. Garlic, I'm addicted to garlic, another addiction, a healthy one. And I really believe in the medicinal powers of garlic. So I kind of chug down garlic all the time, make sure my breath is fresh, but I do love to have it with everything. Hi, Bill. Would love to see your recipes. Absolutely. Yes, I will provide recipes. I try to do that. I will do that more, and I will absolutely bring those to you. And tell me what recipes you'd like. So yeah, with the low salt, I just recommend getting those fresh spices and playing around with them. Let's see, what else can we talk about with nutrition? So the refrigerator, I'm going to talk about that. I'll take you to my refrigerator, how exciting, next time. But again, put those things in the forefront. Containers for things. So get things that really, again, resonate with you, that make you happy. Clear containers, spend a little bit more for those things that last, and put those fresh foods at the front. Maybe get bins that you can pull so you don't lose food in the back that goes bad, but you see everything. Don't put your vegetables and fruit and your good stuff that's going to go bad in those bins that are built into the refrigerator. Don't do it. Big mistake. You're going to forget it's there, and you're going to be weekly throwing things out. I've been there. It's a really bad waste of food, expense, and you're losing out on all that nutrition, so don't do that. I like to put seltzers, which I switched. One really bad thing that I was into was diet soda. I've almost really gotten rid of that completely by just switching to seltzer. So the 0-calorie seltzer, the flavors, and all the, Polar and all the popular new ones. So you can get those variety of flavors, and I always put 1 or 2 on each shelf of the refrigerator. So again, kind of the concept of the sugar-free candy or the gum is when you want to grab for something, automatically you're reminded, maybe I should hydrate a little bit. Maybe all I really am is thirsty. Maybe I just want a drink. And a lot of the time, that food that we crave is really just masking hydration that we need. Hi, Herb. Hi, Ronald. So, all of these things kind of add up, and it's really quite easy once you kind of put that effort in, and it just takes a little effort. you can make a world of difference. And I'm really, really pleased to see, and to see everybody really kind of joining in this, because I don't want anyone to feel that they can't reach a goal. And it really is about a couple of things. So we've covered setting realistic goals, and that's so key. Please set realistic goals. And make sure that you tell somebody that you can trust what your goal is. Make sure that that person is on board with you, really supportive. Not supportive until you reach the goal, and some friends are like that, but supportive throughout your journey and beyond. And your journey never ends. So we don't have goals to just get there. One of my favorite instructors in Peloton, Robin, well, I forget what the quote is, but basically it's, I didn't work to get here just to get here. Meaning, once you attain something, keep on going. Keep on going. Just get healthier, get stronger. For women, don't shy away from getting muscular. Don't think you're gonna get big and bulky. You can be toned. It's really sexy, it's attractive, and it's so, so healthy to maintain your bone density and the muscle. And so when you age, you're gonna have that. You're gonna be able to walk up straight, and you're gonna be able to walk down city streets at a fast clip like my mom can, because you will have maintained that healthy bone density and your muscle is still there. And when you have muscle, as most of us know, the more muscle you have, hi Julianne, hi Brian, hi Dave, the more you have of that muscle, the more you can eat, because muscle burns more. So just keep that in mind. Thank you for listening to me with this cough. So for me, getting back to my cough and what I've been dealing with this week, I think I have another cough drop, is just, feeling as if, oh, I'm down, I'm lethargic, I'm on this antibiotic, yuck, and reminding myself, especially today, I had this Facebook Live, I had this commitment that I had made and to follow through it, but I was feeling lack of energy, and I didn't want to rely on coffee the way I often do in the afternoon. Hi, John. And I decided, I'm going to hop on my Peloton. I'm going to walk the walk. I'm not going to tell people later to do this without having done it myself. So right next to me, to my right, is my Peloton. And I just hopped on for 20 minutes, took an on-demand class, and that woke me up. Took a quick shower, rinsed off, and I'm good to go. Now, I'm probably going to collapse after this, but it is honestly, I am going to sleep easy tonight. But it's important to just get that ritual in. And look, it takes time. I wouldn't have the mindset of getting on a Peloton had I not had that for years. So it takes a while for that to become your instinct. Hi, Matt. And how do you recommend one rebound from a daily commute to muster up enough energy? Okay. Okay, so Matt is asking, how do you rebound from a daily commute? Good, that's a good one. So Matt is a wonderful Peloton friend from Atlanta, and he knows that we will have each other's back. All of our Peloton community does. So Matt has a big commute a lot of the time when he's working, and he's a former Olympian, big athlete. So when he gets back, I know he likes to get a little workout in, and I think mustering up the energy, I think what Matt would agree, is saying, hey, can you get on the bike with me? So thanks, Matt. You just remind me, hi, Cindy, of having a partner. Either hire a trainer, which should of course be me, having a trainer that you've hired, having a friend say, I'll meet you at the gym, having a Peloton friend across the country say, I'll meet you on the bike at 5:30 in the morning for an on-demand class, having someone who has your back. If you don't have anyone who can work out with you, then have the next best thing, which is just a friend, family, spouse who says, I'm there for you, hi Steve, and I'm going to support your efforts. And that friend better really mean it though. So I was talking about really being there for your successes, and unfortunately it's human nature. A lot of the time when you do well, whether it's in business, personally, fitness-wise, when you get those goals, a lot of people who were kind of cheering you on, fall away. And it's a weird kind of phenomenon. But you find out who your true friends are with the ones who support you when you are achieving goals, and they're like, you're awesome, you're doing amazing, let's keep going. Hi, Michael. And that is a really great thing to find out. Your friends are revealed for who they are when you go through any process, any journey of success and going for it. And thank you, Steph. So I think that these things all cumulatively are gonna help you reach your goals. Hi, Rob. And together we can do this. So it really is always about community about lifting each other up and sharing ideas, and I love it. Hi Kelly, and yes, support is definitely key. So, you know, it's about finding those people who resonate with you, who you can entrust with your goals. You can say, you know what, can I tell you, I really want to lose this weight, or I really want to get to this mileage in a run. I want to fit into something that I haven't for years. And that friend can cheer you on. Now, you should also talk to somebody who can be real with you and say, hey, Lisa, 105 pounds for you won't look healthy. I don't know why you picked that number, pick again. So that's the kind of thing that you want. You want someone who's supportive, who can talk to you realistically and be real with you and get to your goals with you or support you along the way and really cheers you on. That is an invaluable thing to have, and we all need that. Hi, Eve. So I'm so happy that all of you are here, and I can't wait to see you next time. I think next time I'm going to be like walking around my house, walking around somewhere. This is my first Facebook Live. You've made it so pleasant seeing all of your names and wonderful comments. I love all of you, and I'm going to see you again next time. We'll do the kitchen, maybe we'll do the grocery store, we'll do something fun and interesting. Until then, thanks for bearing with me and my cough. Love to you all, and I'll see you next time. Stay fit, eat well, do your best, be easy on yourself, and I'll see you soon. Love you guys. Am I still here? Are you guys still here with me? All right, I'm trying to turn this off. Bye.